This is my new Jegs 1,000-pound 4-leg engine stand. See here for yourself. There's the part number. And judging by the pictures on Jegs' website, I'm pretty sure this engine stand, which you can see right here where it's made, is the same as a Harbor Freight 1,000-pound 4-leg engine stand, which I have two right over here. And one of the older orange versions, you can see, oops, right over here, the 4-leg design. And I have one of the newer red ones, though not the newest ones, because the new ones they now have like Pittsburgh stickers on the bottom leg or whatever. But again, you can see right down there is the 4-leg design. I actually have another one of those red ones, but it's in my workshop. Anyways, I bought this engine stand actually about a year ago when it was cheaper. I got it for 80 bucks on sale. Currently, I think it's like 121 on sale. And those Harbor Freight engine stands are like 100 normal, but when you get those 20% off coupons, that brings them down to about 80-ish. So, you know, at the time I got this, Harbor Freight was out of their engine stands, so it was the logical option. I eventually planned to pull that engine, and since I'm using all my engine stands at the moment, that's why I got this. So, anyways, without rambling anymore, let's open it up and check it out. My Harbor Freight scissors. Oh, come on! I can't believe that. I should rip this right off. Ooh, fancy paper. Now I got another color, yellow. Orange, red, and yellow. Maybe I can get a green eventually. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm going to pull this sucker out and we'll slap it together and compare it to those stands over there. Unwrapping the handle and check it out. It came with some free rust. Anyways, set that over there right now. There appears to be actually several small differences. When you look at the overall picture and you're like, yeah, that looks like a Harbor Freight engine stand to me. But when you get a little closer, the wheels attach different on the rear. You can see right here there's, they go in between here and there's like a little, come on. There's bushings in there. Just right there's one, yeah, right there. See? So the wheel goes in there, bolt goes through, holds it in place. Whereas on the rear of these Harbor Freight stands, there's like a little peg right there that goes through in a little E-clip or C-clip or whatever that holds it on. So that's one difference. On the front, the wheels are different again. You see right here, they're like, these are the caster wheels. Whereas on the Harbor Freight stands, zoom right there, they're caster wheels as well, but you can see how they bolt onto like a flat piece of metal on the bottom side. So small differences here and there, but there's even more. These little arms are different, and the back plate, there's actually only 4 holes, where unlike most engine stands, there's slots. Like you go over here, we'll look at the Harbor Freight stands. See for yourself. There are slots for more adjustment. Along here, and the arms are like a flat bar with a tube. Well, this is like some kind of weird, tube, and I don't know what. Well, I guess that's how they get the adjustability. It's not adjustable here, but adjustable on the arm. So the arms are more adjustable than just another way of doing things. And of course, it says right there, Jegs. So, there it is. I guess I'll slap the sucker together. I'm not going to bore you with the details. I just wanted to show you what I've noticed so far that is different. Because it is not, like I said, the same. It just appears to be the same. Or close. Similar. So on. Anyways, I'm rambling on. Here's another difference worth pointing out. The Jegs engine stand comes with a nice long handle. Those two black ones are Harbor Freight handles, and you can see it's, you know, good 5 or 6 inches longer, which is nice because I actually made a video where I made a handle extension, which is that red bar right there. You see right here I made this pin and everything. And the most recent Harbor Freight engine stand I bought, which is at my workshop, came with the even shorter handle. This is not that handle. I couldn't find it. It's buried somewhere, but this is my press handle, and you can see it is much shorter, but it's pretty much like that new stand handle, a lot shorter than their current handles. And I'm not sure if that's, you know, for their most recent incarnation of their engine stand, which has the stickers on it and so on, but short handles are a pain in the butt for engine stands. I really appreciate the Jegs long handle. I like how the Jegs hardware is all together, so I'm not just, you know, pile of washers and nuts, and you know, stuff can fall through a hole in the bag and get lost. It's just all right there, ready to go. Just need to put it on. Here's something I don't like. They didn't properly size the bush that's inside the wheel. You see right there? There's the bushing, and there's a gap, so you can see threads right there. And so if you tighten it down, like over this one, it bends the tabs together. I don't like that. Typically a bush is, you know, designed just to fit in so you don't crush the brackets. So you got to be careful not to over tighten it. This is, you know, tight against the lock washer and stuff, but not tight enough to crush the brackets. I'll go ahead and loosen this one back up. There, now it's loosened up like the other, and you can see we have gap. The brackets are no longer crushed together. Same as the other side. Which, again, I don't like that. That's the point of the bush, is so you don't have to worry about just getting it just right so it doesn't crush and it's tight, and you just tighten them up against the bush if it's the proper length. This is a better example of why I don't like that. You can see the bracket here itself is not U-metal. See right there in this corner? Right there? That metal is cut and folded over. So I don't like the idea of crushing them together, even if it's welded on the side. While I like the Jegs rear wheel design, because I know on the Harbor Freight those E-clips sometimes fall off. I've actually had one of those, I think the red one over there, it keeps falling off and I lose the sucker and I got to weld it back on. It's really annoying because the wheel will come off. It's not possible here. But for the front casters, tighten them up this way sucks. I totally like the Harbor Freight design much better. That's the one right there. No clip. That wheel will pop off in a few feet. I need to weld it right on there. Well, not so it can't move, obviously. Just a glob so it can't fall off. Alright, here's something else I don't like about this Jegs engine stand. See right here, here's how the sticker's facing, which is peeling, by the way, but that's not it. My point is, that's up, you know, that way. This is the bottom. You can see right there, there's no hole. That's the forward. The part attaches for the other wheels. That'll attach right there, and that's the forward part, you know, the short wheels. This piece slides into here. As you can see the bolt to retain it. Slide it in there like that. But as I showed you, there's no hole. There is no hole to retain that bolt. And I don't like that design because if those front wheels get stuck in a crack and I'm pulling back on the engine, you know, on the handle right here, that leg can slide out. I do not like that design. In fact, you can see over here on these Harbor Freight stands, which are older design. Get a little closer. The bolt goes all the way through right there. There's actually a welded nut. So it goes through all three pieces. You know, the legs, that, you know, the upright piece, and the forward legs. All connected by one bolt. Same over here in this stand. This is the engine stand in my workshop. And you can see, look at the rear wheels. It's very similar to that Jegs design, so I guess I was right in a way, because this Harbor Freight stand appears to be, yep, casters as well. It's just like that Jegs stand. Because around the back, again, the light, oh come on, I just dropped my light in the wheel. But you can see right there, there is no nut in there. Nothing. Nah. So what I did was, I didn't like that design, is I welded the front of it and I had some red paint that matched. Stupid flashlight. Come on. Again, no nut or bolt. Well, I guess the plate and arms are the same as the other style Harbor Freights. See right there, slotted and such. But all the bottom, same as the Jegs, so yeah, I'm kind of right. I even wrote on the back of my glove to remember, no weld like Harbor Freight. But looks like I'm going to have to weld this Jegs one. Whatever, I'll do that some other time. I'm going to finish putting it together. Ta-da! It's an engine stand. Jegs. Well, there it is. It is what it is. The handle holes are a little crooked. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. It's a little weird, but you know, whatever. I don't care. It does what it does. It's a nice long handle. The directions, well, the handy-dandy diagram on the directions was, you know, good enough, simple, and it's an engine stand. Oh, I hate these things. It's always worth the zip tie to me to get rid of them. You can see right there, a couple more of them. I hate those straps. Check out my handle video if you want a handle extension, because you know you got your dinky handle with your Harbor Freight or whatever stand. But there it is. Oh, and a quick example of why I hate that, because I'm going to weld it. I can't right now because, well, I don't got any yellow paint. No, actually, I don't got any argon for the welder, so, you know, mix. So, for now, it's going to be fixed later, but this is why I don't like it. You're in a hurry, like, oh my god, I got to get this engine to the other side, out of my way, blah, 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 blah. Oh, why is it stuck? I don't know, where to go. Oh no! That's an over-exaggeration, of course. There. So, I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching. Keep it real. Clean up in aisle 5. Man down. That's the way the engine stand crumbles. Oh, bad puns. Bad puns.